Welcome to the podcast for Brain and Cortland in the morning on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Shabuzi and a bar song. Good morning, it's Brain and Cortland on a Thursday morning.
But not just any Thursday.
No, it truly isn't. It's Halloween.
And I'm dressed as a traffic cone.
You walked in and that's more orange on you than I've ever seen in your entire life.
Yes. Well, I figured I would just put on part of my costume before I left for work so I don't have to change.
Makes sense.
But it is going to be weird going to therapy in this later on today.
I think it'll work out just fine. No.
I still have a few additions that I need to add on before we debut it, but they're not additions I'm going to be able to wear all morning and successfully do my job.
Yeah, that's just it. A lot of the stuff that I have to wear is not conducive for being on the radio and wearing headphones. So,
well, you told me I got to get up early this morning. What happened?
Listen,
because you didn't get up early, and I came in and you looked just like you do every other day.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that you think I'm consistently looking like this. Now, listen, it was, I had all these plans, and my youngest daughter, Kaylee, really enjoys doing makeup. I don't know if you've seen some of the pictures online for some of the football theme games. She painted her face like a flag. She painted a bald eagle on one of her friends' faces. And so I said, hey, how would you like to help make up my face for my official Halloween costume? And she's like, oh, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm kind of between two characters. I go, we're doing I'm not going to give away our theme here, but I told her what I was kind of thinking about, and she goes, oh, that'd be fun. And I said, well, here's the deal. You got to get up really early on Halloween morning and help me do my makeup.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's going to go
And she's like, what time do I have to get up? I go, well, listen, I'll tell you what, I'll get up early and, shower and get ready. And then the last thing we'll do is we'll put on the makeup. So I go 3:30. And she's just like, I don't know, Dad, if I can do that.
But she can go back to bed afterwards.
I said, yeah, you can go back to bed. And so anyway, last night we were kind of going through some things and trying to come up with some ideas and what we would do. And she's just like, Dad, I just don't think I can get up that early. And I will tell you this. She is one of the most unpleasant people when she is tired. And I'm saying, and listen, I love her to death. She's great. I love all my kids.
She's just so unpleasant.
When she first wakes up, she is capable of crimes against humanity.
She'll crush your soul.
Oh, just with a look. And so I'm like, okay. And so anyway, I had other, kind of a fallback thing. So it'll be fine. You're clearly going to know who I am by looking at it today. So no worries there.
I do appreciate that you were going to put in an effort.
I had plans, Cortland. I did. I had plans.
So thank you for that.
I looked up images. I watched tutorial videos.
Wow.
I'm like,
that's impressive.
This is going to be, and it now won't be. But that's fine.
Well, no makeup for me today. Just some stuff I have to glue to my face. So.
Oh, you and adhesives don't get along well. Remember your rash?
I know. We're not going to talk about that.
Okay, all right. Anyway, that's how we're starting a Thursday morning. Memories of Cortland's rash.
6:10 is when we're going to unveil our costumes.
Yes.
We'll have them on Facebook and all that good stuff.
It's Braden Cortland. Happy Halloween at K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Truck bed from Hardy. Don't forget the Hardy Great Jones County Fair pre-sale getting underway at 9 this morning. Tickets on sale to the public tomorrow at 10. We're giving away tickets again this morning at 7:10. It's Braden and Cortland. Today's show, obviously Halloween themed, but you and I have already both publicly stated that once we get over with Halloween, we are sliding right into the holidays, baby. Christmas, here we come.
Well, let me tell you what I did yesterday, Brain, because I ran into your wife and your daughter while I was at the store.
They mentioned they saw you.
I bought a Christmas tree.
And that's what they said. They said, yeah, Cortland bought a Christmas tree. And I went, the day before Halloween?
Okay, here's the deal. So usually I decorate for Christmas as soon as the month of October is done.
Yes.
I give myself maybe a couple of days and then I put the tree up. And here's why. Because I'm gone for a lot of the time during Thanksgiving and then for like a whole week during Christmas. I'm back in Michigan with my family. So I figure if I'm going to go through all the work of breaking out all my ornaments and putting up my tree and decorating my house, I want to leave it up for as long as I can.
Get some enjoyment out of it.
But
yes.
I get to enjoy it a little bit less than other people because I leave for the holidays to go back and see my family. So I knew that this weekend I was going to want to put up a Christmas tree, but I don't have a Christmas tree right now.
What happened to your Christmas tree from last
Okay,
year?
well, I have it.
Okay, but you're not happy with it.
Well, it's really old.
Okay, yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to Walmart because I bought this tree the day after Christmas, I think 6 or 7 years ago, for $25.
Wow.
And it has lasted me a very long time.
That was $25 well spent.
I got more than my money's worth out of this tree. And it was a decent sized tree and it was pre-lit, but last year the whole bottom of the tree went out.
Yep.
And it's one of those trees where you can kind of see through it. It's not very full.
Okay.
So I have to put a lot of tinsel on it to kind of fill the holes. Well, yesterday I decided, you know what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to get myself a nice Christmas tree.
Okay.
Let me tell you about this tree. Brain, it is so full. You cannot see through it. I don't need to stuff tinsel in there this year.
Is it pre-lit?
It's not only pre-lit, it comes with a remote control where I can change the color of the lights
Ooh,
at
look
will.
at that.
There's like 7 different colors of lights that I can make this tree become. And I am so excited about it. So yes, paid a little bit more than the $25 I paid for my initial tree, but
sure, yeah.
I wanted a nice one. And I did ask folks on Facebook for their suggestions, so I appreciate all the input on that.
Yeah.
But I just figure I'll start at Target, and then if that doesn't work out, I was going to go to Lowe's because that was another place where people told me to go.
I'm trying to think how long we have had the tree that we use, the main Christmas tree that we use at our house. And it is not a pre-lit one. We've had this tree for a long time, and it's big and it's full. Mm-hmm. And we went to a pre-lit one a few years ago. And
so
like you
easier.
said, it was easier, but then the lights short out.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I got to string extra lights on it anyway. And so Holly really loves layering her lights at different levels inside the tree. And I think at one point we had between 700 and 900 lights on our tree, our Christmas tree.
Okay, that's insane.
It is. It is. But
You get blinded when you look at the tree.
well, you wonder why our electric bill is what it is. So yeah, I'll have to see if I can figure out how long we've had our tree. But is this a good time to shop for trees, I guess, before Thanksgiving, I
mean,
guess?
it wasn't on sale. I had a lot of people say, why don't you wait till Black Friday when things are on sale? I don't
Yeah,
want to wait
but
until almost December to put my tree up.
It's also...
Black Friday is like the last day of November.
And it's also chaos that day.
Yeah.
And how many of the good deals are they going to have and how long will they last?
Well,
Yeah.
in the good deals, how long are these items going to stay in stock?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would just rather go out, get it now. I'll pay full price for it, and I'll try to enjoy it for as long as I can.
So, will new tree go up this weekend?
Yes, it will.
All right.
If I have time.
Okay.
I think I'll probably have time Sunday.
I told Holly, I said, I want to get the tree up this weekend.
Look at you.
So-
it's like you're a completely different person than you were when I started.
I told her, I said, I think the ice is melting around my cold dead heart.
That's amazing.
Just a little bit.
It only took you 50 years.
Yeah. Hey, better late than never. It's Braden Cortland on K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. And this town's been too good to us from Dylan Scott. Good morning. It's Braden Cortland. And Lister Lunch has been too good to us. All year long, we have enjoyed great food and conversation on Tuesdays. But here we are. It's almost November. It's almost the last month of Lister Lunch in 2024.
I'm really sad about it, but at the same time, I'm really excited because we announced yesterday that we are back at Edith Lucille's Bait Shack and Wing Depot over on Mount Vernon Road. And it's been a while since we've been there. I was looking through pictures that I've taken in the past, and I'm like, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Maybe some new items have crept onto the menu at Edith Lucille's. We'll find out Tuesday.
Well, they also do specials each day, too, so that's always fun.
So join us for the final 4 listener lunches of the year. 4 Tuesdays in November, all at Edith Lucille's Bait Shack and Wing Depot. We pick our first November winner coming up tomorrow morning.
So if you're not in yet, I would do that soon.
Go ahead. Get your K-Hawk app out and get entered for listener lunch.
It's going to take you 1 minute to do it. You might as well.
And it could be food calling you tomorrow. It's Braden Cortland on K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Luke Bryan, I don't want this night to end. It must be Halloween then. Good morning, it's Braden Cortland. Welcome into our Halloween show as we are about to reveal our Halloween costumes and theme here in 2024.
Insane. I look insane.
You're shedding. We just got done doing a bit of a photo shoot here in the K-Hawk studio.
Yeah, we're going to post those shortly.
Yep, they'll be up on the K-Hawk app and on Facebook, so just hang in there. And each year we have a theme. And remind me, what was our theme last year?
Our theme last year was, we were Shrek and Donkey.
Oh, that's right.
We did the
yes.
movie Shrek.
I remember the movie Shrek, yes. And so this year we kind of kept the child theme, literally, and we picked out characters from the universe of Dr. Seuss. I mean, so many different things that you could have gone.
Yeah,
as.
there was a lot of options, but I decided that I wanted to look as ridiculous as humanly possible. So I am currently dressed as the Lorax.
Yeah, you look great over there. I am the Cat in the Hat, and Cortland made this point. Fortunately, not the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat.
Oh my God, that's the most creepy.
It's really creepy. I'm definitely more of the traditional Cat in the Hat from the Dr. Seuss book.
Thankfully.
We actually have copies of the book of the characters and the books that we are dressed up as.
Yeah, if you don't remember, the Lorax is head to toe orange. So I have a full orange sweatsuit on with the hood pulled super tight. So it looks like I'm bald. And then I also have these giant yellow fuzzy eyebrows and a huge yellow mustache. And I gotta say, ripping the mustache off, incredibly painful.
I told Cortland now she knows what it's like to have a flavor saver, baby. Huh?
I don't know that I ever needed to know that.
It's great.
My eyebrows are crooked.
Oh my gosh.
I look truly insane.
You look insane. You look with especially with like the orange jumpsuit, it looks like the people are looking for you. That's what you look like. So I was thinking about it, and I wanted to get my daughter Keely to possibly paint my face in some sort of cat-like motif. That clearly did not happen at 3:00 this morning. So I have a cat nose and whiskers that I have on. Actually, I have it on right now as I'm talking on the radio. I have my big red bow tie. I have my Cat in the Hat hat. I have white gloves. And yeah, I plan on prancing around the studio and later on prancing around downtown Cedar Rapids. The rain
gonna walk around?
I'm going to. The rain has stopped and the Cat in the Hat is out to play, baby.
Oh my God.
So, hey, let us know what you're dressing up. If you're dressing up for work today, shoot us a picture on the K-Hawk app. Let us know what you're going as.
Try to beat me. Who looks the most ridiculous?
Who looks more insane than Lorax Cortland? The answer is no one. But maybe you do. Send us a picture this morning on the K-Hawk app. We'd love to see it. We'll have our photos up shortly on the K-Hawk app and our Facebook page. Happy Halloween. It's Braden Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk. Number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. With Jelly Roll and I Am Not Okay. It's Braden Cortland on a Thursday morning. And Cedar Rapids restaurant news. We have news of a new opening, which is always great. It's going into a former Italian restaurant location in the downtown area. You remember Popoli Restaurante?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, that's over by Big Grove.
Yeah.
Right across from the McGrath Amphitheater.
101 3rd Avenue Southwest is the exact location. A historic building built in 1911.
Used to be a bank.
Yes.
They have the OG bank vault in there.
Yes, and they renovated that building, and we were inside it a couple times when it was Popoli. And I have a picture of the vault door that I have included in the article to prove that, yes, we were standing right next to it at one point in time.
Oh, I have a picture of us from a Christmas party that we had there for work.
We did not post that photo.
And you and I have straws stuck in our gums so that we look like walruses.
So basically, we're telling you it was a classy joint. It was a really classy place.
We ruined it.
Popoli opened in 2014. It closed first in December of 2020. Then it reopened in late 2021 and then closed for good in May of 2022. And now we have found out that a catering company, Peppercorn Catering, is now opening a restaurant there called Peppercorn at the Bank.
Yeah, because they've actually been working out of that building for a while now.
That is correct. Yeah, ever since Popoli closed for good in 2022. So Peppercorn at the Bank. Now, don't have a lot of details on what kind of food they're going to be serving. I don't know if they're going to continue with the Italian cuisine. Not sure if that's the route they're going.
I mean, they'll probably serve some of the food that they serve when they cater, right?
I would think so. We do know that the restaurant hopes to be open by November 18th.
They hoping to be open.
They hoping to be open. How right. That was so right, and I didn't even know it.
You really are going with the Dr. Seuss theme today, aren't you?
That is correct. They're going to be open Monday through Thursday for dinner, and we feel that schedule is a bit of a winner.
Oh, my God.
You want me to rhyme
done.
everything? Okay. Sorry, do
I'm
you
leaving.
have Lorax hair in your eye there? You're squinting
do.
at me. Okay.
It's in my contact.
So once again, Peppercorn at the Bank. It'll be open November 18th. And great to have another restaurant in the downtown area. Certainly for events and things like that, gatherings. Like you said, it's right near the McGrath Amphitheater. So a welcome addition to the downtown area. You can
I always welcome new restaurants.
I know you do. Find out more information about Peppercorn at the Bank on the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
Don't say both. And don't say either one. It's this or that Thursday on 98.1 K-Hawk.
It's a very special Halloween edition of This or That Thursday.
I was not expecting that music.
Come on now. It's Halloween. We got to play a little thriller somehow. So go to the K-Hawk Facebook page. That's where you can find your Halloween-themed choice today. And we thought, oh, God, that picture is kind of terrifying.
I told you.
Man, if you don't like clowns, don't go to the K-Hawk Facebook page. So
Well, we're making you choose between two, I would say, the most popular Halloween activities. One scary, one not so scary.
yeah, and as we were picking our choices out today, Cortland tells me what we're doing. It's either A, carve a pumpkin, or B, go to a haunted house.
And
I'm
I
like,
said, both things that you hate.
I know. I'm like, can I sit this one out, please?
Yeah, you hate carving pumpkins for some reason.
Now, hang on. Hate is a strong word. I dislike. It's tedious. It's messy.
It is.
But when the kids are young, it's fun. It's fun to see them do it and dip their hands into the pumpkin guts.
Think of the pumpkin seeds.
I know.
Baked pumpkin seeds with sea salt on them.
Very underrated.
So good.
So if you're making me choose between that mess and me going to a haunted house and basically looking down at the ground at my shoes as I run through something quickly, I'm going to go with pumpkins.
Yeah, I'm going with the same thing. I'm a
You
huge
what?
baby. Don't you remember when we went through a haunted house together and I literally grabbed onto the back of your sweatshirt and
Yep.
just shuffled behind you?
Yeah, no, listen.
I never looked up once.
No. Strength in numbers, Cortland. Strength in numbers. Yeah,
Too scary.
I don't like to feel that way. I don't like to be scared.
Well, neither do any of our listeners so far
Oh,
because
we
no
got-
one has voted for visit a haunted house.
Well, listen.
There have to be some people out there. I mean, how do they stay in business?
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously very popular this time of year. You've got places like the Circle of Ash, who, by the way,
Yes.
do an amazing job. So
Fantastic.
creative.
See, I love going to Circle of Ash, but I love going in the daytime to take pictures of all of the intricacies that you don't see when you're actually in the haunted houses.
The sun starts to go down and Cortland's like, gotta go.
Yeah.
So long,
Every
everybody.
single time at dusk, I'm like, all right, I'm out of here.
All right, so this or that Thursday, you can like for carving a pumpkin or heart for visit a haunted house.
And if you want to bring us any pumpkin seeds, they're much
Yes.
appreciated.
We're accepting treats. No tricks today on Halloween. So this or that Thursday, we'll have results later on in the show. It's Brady and Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk. Country 98.1 K-Hawk. Lies, lies, lies from Morgan Wallen. It's Brady and Cortland. We're telling you the truth, that we have Hardy tickets.
You waggled your finger when you did that.
As if anyone can see me. You can see me. I'm playing to an audience of one, people. All right, so we're giving away Hardy tickets all week long. His show at the Great Jones County Fair in Monticello. Listen, tickets are about to go on sale. Pre-sale this morning at 9. On sale to the general public tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. But we're letting you win them before you can buy them. We're doing songs about trucks.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play you a clip of a song that has something to do with trucks and country music, and your options are many
Yes.
because there's a lot of truck songs in country music.
Today's is the shortest clip that we've played. I don't think it'll be difficult.
Okay.
But I will say it's the shortest clip we've played so far this week. Here we go. All you have to do is come up with the name of this song.
Chevy 4x4.
It's even talking about a kind of truck. One more time.
Chevy 4x4.
I don't think I know this one.
Going back a few years for this one. This is
Yeah.
a little bit older song.
Before I was born or shortly after I was born?
Why do you have to phrase it that way?
I'm just wondering.
I will say before you worked in country radio.
Okay.
Okay. I'll have to look up the exact date. If you know the title of the song, be calling number 10 right now at 365-3698 or hit the call us button using your 98.1 K-Hawk app. Good luck for Hardy tickets. Fitzbrain and Cortland giving away tickets to see Hardy at the Great Jones County Fair.
Hey, good morning. You are for caller number 10. Who's this and where are you calling from?
This is Tasha, and I'm calling from Makokada.
All right, Tasha, take one more listen.
That Chevy 4x4.
Name that song.
That ain't my truck.
You are so right.
Thomas Rhett's dad.
Isn't that crazy to think about? Hey, congratulations,
Yes,
Tasha.
it's an
You're
old
going
song.
way to go. You're going to the Great Jones County Fair to see Hardy next summer.
Thank you so much.
Nice job, Tasha. Yes, That Ain't My Truck.
1995.
1995?
Yeah, I was 4 years old.
Aw, were you listening to this when you were 4?
No, I was not.
I
think I was listening mostly to Disney songs.
played this as a current, so
Oh, look at you.
that's why there's gray in the beard. Red Aikens, That Ain't My Truck. Brandon Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk.
She's been going out with him. She's been going out with me. Said she'd let us know by tonight which one it would be. So I waited by the phone, but she never called me up. Had to know what was going on, so I drove by her house, and sure enough, that ain't my truck in her drive, and this ain't my day tonight. Looks like she's in love and I'm out of love. That ain't my shadow on the wall. Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. I pulled over by the curb. I've been sitting here all night, wondering what it was I did so wrong, that he did so right. I thought of breaking down the door, but there's nothing left to say. That Chevy 4x4 says it all, sitting in my place. That ain't my truck in her drive, man, this ain't my day tonight. Looks like she's in love and I'm out of love. That ain't my shadow on the wall. Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That ain't my shadow on the wall. Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my whole world. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my
Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Justin Moore and Why We Drink. Good morning. It's Brandon Cortland.
Maybe you drink because your house is haunted.
I don't know. Maybe you drink because it's Halloween. I don't know. So something that we have done consistently on our Halloween show, other than dress up in costume, is do this call-in, and it's real-life ghost stories.
A paranormal experience that you had, or maybe you don't know if it was a paranormal experience, you just can't explain it.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I've never really had anything happen to me thus far in my life anyway that I could chalk up to something paranormal. But that's being said, I certainly believe it when people tell me they have had experiences like that. I think there's so many things in this life and beyond that we don't have full understanding of.
No.
How far be it for me to say that these people aren't experiencing something.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I will never poo-poo anyone.
Yeah.
For sharing a story like this. I actually have one myself, and I know I've told this several years now, but my mom and I, when we moved into a new house, when I was a senior in high school, we moved away from my stepdad. And when my mom was married, my stepdad wouldn't allow us to have stuff of my father's out. My dad, of course, passed away when I was 8. And so we were allowed to keep little boxes of things in our rooms of his, like pictures and whatnot, but they weren't allowed out in the house. So all of my father's stuff was stashed in the attic. Well, when we moved, my mom brought all that stuff out and went through it. And there was one day after she had brought it out and I was laying in the bedroom and I was taking a nap and I felt somebody put their hand on my shoulder and shake me awake. And I woke up and I assumed that my boyfriend at the time was there and he had just come in the front door and I'm looking around and there is no one in the house. Mm-hmm. It is dark, it is quiet, and it really freaked me out. And we like to say that we think it was my dad who was finally allowed to be in the house with us again.
Yeah.
So just something weird, unexplainable. I'm sure there's people who are like, that's nothing. It's a load of crap.
Well, I mean, listen.
Whatever, man.
It's your experience, not theirs.
Yeah.
If you'd like to share your experience with us, real life ghost stories, you can message us on the K-Hawk app. You can call us this morning at 365-3698 or hit the call us button on the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
You know what what stories scare me the most is the ones about kids. When kids say things or kids say they can see things that adults can't. Those are the stories that are oof.
Yeah, I mean, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
How do you explain that a child who has no,
have you ever heard those stories of kids talking about their past lives? Now, those are terrifying.
Listen, your story can be simple. It can be terrifying. We want to hear from you this morning. Real life ghost stories. It's Brady and Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk. Brady and Cortland on Halloween, talking real life ghost stories today. And once again, thanks to everybody who is brave enough to call one in and share what happened.
And also brave enough to write one in. How about this? Denise said when my daughter was about 3 years old, she was giggling in her sleep. And when I asked her at breakfast if she had good dreams, she told my friend and I that Grandpa Ed had tickled her last night. What? Grandpa Ed was my friend's dad who passed away the night before she was born.
Wow.
She's also told me stories from talking to my mom who passed away when I was 9. There's no way she could possibly know.
Wow.
That's creepy.
Let's go back to the phones. You have a story you want to tell us? Go ahead.
About 40-plus years ago, I was working at Mercy Hospital in Cedar Rapids and respectfully took a body down to the morgue, propped open the door, and was wheeling the body down the hallway, and the door went shut. And I about wet myself.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That is no place to have things like that happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it would be frightening enough if your job involved doing something like that. But man, and then to have something happen like that down there, ooh, no thank you. All right, on the K-Hawk app, oh my gosh, we've got so many stories coming in here. This one is from Molly. Molly says, in July, 7 of us went to Nashville and rented an Airbnb at night and in the mornings. The ceiling fans would turn on and off with no one touching them. If the ceiling fans happened to be on already, the speed of the fans would then change randomly.
Oh.
So, okay.
So it's not faulty wiring?
Well, could it be faulty wiring? Or is somebody messing with you and saying, hey, you want the fans at this speed? Oh, no, we're going up to high, baby.
What a weird way to communicate if it is a ghost.
I don't know. That's why we call the things like this unexplainable on Halloween Thursday, talking real life ghost stories this morning. And man, thank you so much for all the calls and stories. Some of these absolutely amazing.
How about this? Jenny on Facebook said, one day my husband and I were driving through the park in Anamosa with our at the time 4-year-old daughter. Out of nowhere, she says, Mom, there's that man, and starts pointing out the window. We look and there's nobody there. So I ask her, what man? She says the man in the black suit with blood on him.
Oh, my Lord.
My husband and I didn't know what to say because we were in the area of the park where an Anamosa pastor had died. Our daughter had never met him because it probably happened 4 years before she was born. It was pretty freaky.
Wow. What?
The man with the blood on him. Drive away.
Drive faster. Let's go back to the phones. What would you like to share with us this morning? What's your ghost story?
Well, I lived in an old house, and it was owned by my husband's uncle for 50 years, and he collected penny banks. Well, we would find pennies in that house all the time. And my daughter, her room was his room. She would put pictures out, and she was looking at them one day, and she put them all in a stack. When she went back in the room, they were all scattered, and the picture of him was on the bed. And I didn't believe her. She was like 9 years old. And then she told me she had pennies flung at her.
They said that they found pennies all over the house and that pennies would be thrown at members of the family.
And now people who live there
Yeah.
in the house also find pennies all the time.
Okay, we have this story from Katie. Thank you for sending it in on the K-Hawk app. She says, my daughter was about 3 or 4 years old, and we had a time frame for whatever reason she didn't want to sleep in her room because she was scared. One night I told her, let's try sleeping in your room tonight. The next morning when I woke her up, she told me, the man kept me safe last night and told me I was safe. He stayed right outside my window all night to protect me. I asked her to explain who this man was, and she described her grandpa on her dad's side to a T. He had passed away when she was just 6 months old. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, but at least he's there protecting her.
That's what should give you comfort. And maybe that's why children can see these things, because I think if an adult saw something like that,
You'd lose your mind.
I would not be comforted.
I have dreams about my grandma all the time now.
Yeah.
Since she passed away a couple of years ago. Just all the time.
Back to the phones, more real life ghost stories. Go ahead.
We have an entity at our house that will turn on our stereo and our TV
Okay.
just randomly. There was one day that I was at home alone doing dishes, and I had the doors open, and I heard clear as day somebody say, hey, and I looked. There was nobody outside. There was nobody in the park behind our house. There was nobody around.
Ooh.
So...
I don't like
So
that.
yeah, we've got an entity.
Have you thought about creating a profile for it on Netflix just to let it have its own preferences?
Right? It would be worth a shot because, yeah, it's very random.
Wow.
Hey, no thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, thanks so much for sharing these. You can comment on the Facebook page. If you do message us this morning on the app, if your story didn't make the air, just know that we are reading them.
Yes.
So thank you for sending them in.
You are freaking us out.
Yeah. Can't wait for this day to be over. Anyway, happy Halloween, Braden Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Here's the latest on the singers who bring us America's music. It's Brain and Cortland's Country Quickies on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Well, we're leading off with news of another hurricane relief event on the heels of Luke Combs and Eric Church raking in over $24 million in their concert for Carolina. Apparently, Blake Shelton is stepping up. He's going to be part of the United Way and Paramount Global's United Way benefit for hurricane relief. It'll air Saturday on CBS and CMT. Blake will be there, so will Chris Jansen, Tyler Hubbard, the Backstreet Boys, Kelsey Ballerini. Hosts will include Stephen Colbert, Billy Bob Thornton, and Cedric the Entertainer. So once again, CBS and CMT, looks like 7 p.m. Iowa time on Saturday, more hurricane relief.
So here's a weird story for you. This might be one of the strangest performance requests of all time. NASA recently invited Josh Turner to sing for 4 astronauts who are at the International Space Station.
Okay.
No, he was not shot up there into space in a rocket. He just went to the Johnson Space Center over in Houston, and it was transmitted through a phone line. Josh even kept things on theme by performing Two-Steppin' on the Moon. He seemed pretty excited about it, and he called it a one-of-a-kind gig. I don't know why or how this happened, but
I just know that when they have astronauts who are up there for extended periods of time, they do things like this to kind of give them a touch of home, give them something that will remind them of Earth. You know, it is random.
He just seems like the most random person to ask.
Houston, we have a problem with that voice. And finally, Jimmy Allen and his wife Alexis have reportedly finalized their divorce. The paperwork ends a 3-year plus marriage that was up and down, to say the least. They married in 2021, announced they were expecting their second child. That is when Allen's former manager then claimed sexual assault. The two parties settled in 2024. There was some reconciliation attempts, but that have now all come and gone. And so the divorce has been finalized, according to People magazine, as of the 1st of October.
Well, that's that, I guess.
That is that. And those are your country quickies this morning. It's Brain and Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk. Country 98.1 K-Hawk. That's Dasha with Austin. It's Brain and Cortland, Halloween Thursday. And today is the day. As a matter of fact, a little over a half an hour from now, that is when the pre-sale starts for Hardy tickets for his show at the Great Jones County Fair in Monticello next year.
Yeah, so you probably got a notification yesterday with the pre-sale code ready to go.
Yeah.
Now, we do want to remind you, you cannot use that code until they go on sale.
Yep.
So we've had a few people ask about that this morning.
Yep, it'll go up and be available to use starting at 9 this morning, and that is going to take place. And then tomorrow is the general on sale for the rest of the public, 10 a.m. at GreatJonesCountyFair.com.
I wonder how fast these tickets are going to go, because Hardy doesn't come around here very often.
Well, that's just it. And you know, you and I can kind of gauge the interest in a show looking at things like social media shares and comments, and the Hardy show has blown up online.
Yes, it's very exciting.
So there are still a couple of ways you can win tickets, though. We're giving them away again tomorrow morning at 7:10.
And we also have an online contest where we don't really make you do anything other than put in your information.
Yeah, you need to know your own name. Some days I know that's a stretch. However, sign up to win a pair of tickets to see Hardy at the Great Jones County Fair on the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
Life is full of difficult choices. Here's another one. It's This or That Thursday with Brain and Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Our Halloween themed This or That Thursday wrapping up, and sometimes the choices, for some people anyway, are pretty easy. Today, we had you choose between either carving a pumpkin or visiting a haunted house for Halloween.
Do you think it's the photo that I used of the haunted house that really put people off?
It doesn't help, Cortland.
It's a scary clown.
It's a clown
peeking around a door.
Going, hello. Hey, Georgie.
Well, you and I were both on Team Carve a Pumpkin, and so was pretty much everybody else. It was 148 to 36.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you guys carve any pumpkins in your house this year?
You know, we have pumpkins on display outside of our house, but we didn't carve any this year.
No, neither did I.
As the kids have gotten older, it's not something, before my God, when they were young, please, Mom, Dad, we got to carve the pumpkins. And this was like in September they were asking. And you're like, okay, we can't do them too soon because it's still warm out. They'll just rot. Mm-hmm. And it was a warm October, too, so I have a feeling there are some soggy pumpkins out there on the porches today.
Man, I'm just craving some pumpkin seeds now.
You can probably go buy some somewhere. You don't have to do all the work.
It's not the same. When you pull them right out of the oven and they're still a little warm.
Oh, that's true. That's
crispy
great.
around the edges.
I wonder if you can do pumpkin seeds in the air fryer. You can do everything in the air fryer. You got to be able to do pumpkin seeds in the air fryer, right?
Interesting.
Okay.
I bet there's somebody who's done that.
Yes, if you have a great pumpkin seed air fryer recipe, hit us up on the K-Hawk app.
As in, your recipe is turning on your air fryer and putting the pumpkin seeds in there. I don't understand what more you could do.
Some people, Cortland, just need everything spelled out and written out for them. And that would be me, apparently. It's Brain and Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids #1 for new country and your all-time favorites. Throwback Thursday with Shania Twain. There's Any Man of Mine. Good morning. It's Brain and Cortland. Yes, we dressed up for Halloween. It's a big day. Maybe your office dressed up. We had a call early this morning from a group of workers who were all dressed up like different characters from Winnie the Pooh.
That's really cute. I would love to see photos, by the way.
Yes.
And we will have a post that goes up on our Facebook tomorrow morning where you can post a picture of your costume. Because I know there are a lot of people who aren't going to have their costumes on until tonight, mainly children.
Yes. So while it might be Halloween, it's never too soon to start looking forward to the other big holidays coming up before the end of the year. You talked a little earlier this month about a special Cedar Rapids local business and restaurant advent calendar that was very popular.
Yes, and they've sold a lot of those, but
Yeah.
I believe they're still on sale. They should be shipping out sometime next month. But it's all local businesses in the Cedar Rapids area, which is pretty cool.
But you have your eye on a different one right now.
Why do you keep saying I have my eye on it? I
Listen.
happened to see it and mention it to you, and now you've glued it to me as if this is my dream come true.
I'm going to quote Cortland here when she said, Burger King advent calendar, gotta have that.
I did not say that.
Something similar?
But Burger King does have an advent calendar this year, and it's
Okay.
going to have 12 days worth of gifts that are valued at around $100.
Wow.
But the calendar is only going to be $19.54 in honor of the year they were founded.
Okay, so what can I enjoy inside of my Burger King advent calendar?
Okay, well, they haven't gotten into specifics, but it says everything from cozy comfort to festive flair, nods to favorite items like chicken fries and the Whopper, and nostalgic nods, hello Burger King Kids Club, to inspire unforgettable holiday memories.
Okay, all right. Way to sell it, Burger King.
They're going to go on sale November 22nd if you're interested, and eager fans can actually text Advent to 251-251 to get in line for the Advent calendar.
I can't. Can you imagine someone saying the following? Oh man, they sold out of the Burger King advent calendar. But
See,
yet
I
they
only
will.
want a Burger King Advent calendar if I open up one of the drawers and like hot French fries pop out, you know?
Yeah, I'm guessing you'll probably get a coupon for those French fries.
Yeah, coupons. It's just not the same as like pulling out a physical item, you know?
I hear you. All right. Well, Cortland will tell you if the Burger King advent calendar smells like it's flame broiled as well.
You stop.
No promises?
I don't
Okay.
even ever go to Burger King. I think I go to Burger King maybe like once a year, honest to God.
Well, now that you've got the advent calendar, that's going to go up. It's Braden and Cortland at K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk with Dirks Bentley. There's American Girl. Braden and Cortland wrapping up our Halloween show in 2024.
The scariest thing about our show today was my mustache.
You were shedding Lorax hair all over the board over here. We were
Yeah.
taking some pictures early on, which, by the way, you can see on the K-Hawk app.
It
on
was
the Facebook
really
page.
hard to talk with the mustache on.
Yes.
So it didn't last very long.
So I have a little cat nose with cat whiskers since I'm Cat in the Hat today, and I wore it while we were on the air talking about our costumes. And I'm like, no, I can't do that the rest of the show. It's difficult to breathe. You don't realize how much your nose comes into breathing.
What?
I don't know.
Isn't that your nose's main purpose? To smell and to breathe?
Nobody claimed I'm a doctor. No one listens for medical advice here.
Now that's the scariest thing I've heard all day.
There you go. Did you know?
You know what's going to be hilarious? So after the show today, we're having a work meeting / Halloween potluck.
Yeah.
And then I have therapy right afterwards. So I'm going to go into therapy dressed as the Lorax.
I want you to walk in and pretend you're not in a costume and see what they say. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing who all. I know one of our bosses here at work is dressed up as Abraham Lincoln today.
I don't think his hat is tall enough, though.
Well,
He needs a taller hat.
yeah, you really have to have a Lincoln specific hat because they are taller than just a normal top hat. You're right. All right, dad joke, Halloween dad joke to get us out of here.
Okay, I handpicked this one. Brain wire, graveyard so noisy
I don't know.
because of all the coffin.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh.
The perfect way to end Halloween and end my week because I'm not here tomorrow.
Yeah, you're off
So.
tomorrow. Are you going to go to any potential Halloween festivities tonight?
I really wanted to go do karaoke somewhere tonight in my Halloween costume. I thought that would be fun. But my friends are going to see a band in Iowa City at Gabe's, and I've been invited to that. So I'm like, maybe I'll do that. Or maybe I'll just stay home and go to bed early with my dog.
What if you go to the concert as the Lorax and you just
And I speak for the trees.
you just do nothing but speak for the trees? Who's going to care about the trees?
By the way, I was looking through, you and I each bought a copy of our book
Yes.
so that we could hold it in the photo. I forgot how depressing the Lorax is. is.
Yeah.
It really is so sad.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss was having himself a sad day when he wrote that one. It really was.
It's awful.
Hey, everybody have a great Halloween. Be safe out there. Have fun trick-or-treating with the kiddos tonight.
And take lots of pictures.
Please, we love pictures.
We want to see them.
And we'll have a chance for you to post them tomorrow morning.
For a chance to win a gift card.
Look at that. Back tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, so long.